Morning, Dustin. This is kind of a continuation of last night because there's some things I wanted to say. I felt kind of like yesterday was a little bit of a cop-out, and then also this morning just woke up with thoughts of that push through, and the thought I wanted to carry through from last night was how can I pull that energy more into my life in different ways. And thinking about that more this morning, of noticing how much intention has to do with things. So a push through moment right now is actually recording this video when I'm at that point where I'm not ready. I'm at my limit. I need to just think for a bit. And so I'm going to take a huge step for me, which feels like a huge step right now, but I'm just recording a video. In some ways it doesn't feel like it, but it is. And now I'm rambling, and just push through and kind of see where this goes with me and what thoughts come up. I noticed that if I want to paused it there for a minute. I'm trying to keep this short enough to upload onto Facebook. I have to collect myself for a minute. Like for an uncertain area for me still is letting people know and see that I'm gay, and so much shame still there from growing up in a culture where it was a cuss word, it was a slander, it wasn't just a secret that you were afraid you were going to be rejected for, but that the people really were rejected for and beaten, and so much room for shame there, and that seeps into your pores and sticks with you. And so I'm slowly trying to wring that out. Ironically, a lot of the things that I was afraid people would think that I was gay about are things that like normal people do, but just every action, every way I moved, I just hyper alert, hyper aware. And so what I've been putting intention into is to push forward through that and to allow myself to be seen, but not just be seen, because you can't, in this situation, I don't think I can't get to the point where I can just go through life being okay being me without facing like I'm feeling a little bit of a challenge. And a big challenge in that has been trying to figure out who I am and how I want to be seen. And so I'm noticing that interaction between that energy of who I want to be and then push through that, because just to push through something if you don't have a reason, I don't think that's as helpful. But I think you can actually end up hurting yourself there if you don't understand your purpose. And so my purpose though in this is, I do feel like, as you mentioned, that I have an opportunity to, in many different situations, to allow myself to be seen and to create space, help other people broaden their perspective. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go into that at the moment. So I'm going to sign off today. And I went into this wondering, okay, if I go and make this video, like I said, it was a stretch. Am I going to feel that kind of exhilaration that comes from leaning into something, pushing that extra little bit percent? And I do. So maybe I'll find another time today. Maybe this is it. But either way, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. And thanks again for this opportunity. Bye.